Hi, I'm Jeff Fleming, an estate planning and elder law attorney here in Altoona, Pennsylvania. Uh, Thank you for browsing to the Elder Care channel for Central Pennsylvania, where we are thrilled to be able to bring you with relevant information and resources pertaining to people here in Central Pennsylvania. And today, I'm pleased to bring you some additional information about a local company. Please introduce yourself and tell us the name of the company you're with.
I'm Theresa Zurilla, and I'm with Homestead Senior Care in Duncansville, PA.
And tell us about Home Instead.
Well, Homestead is a part of an international franchise system with over 1,000 offices throughout the world that provide in-home care to anybody 18 years of age or older.
And what types of services specifically would you provide?
Well, anything from your basic needs from day-to-day activities, personal care. We provide respite care to someone who is taking care of a loved one who is sick, who might need a break. Anything that the individual may need to maintain themselves at home. Transportation, shopping, any of those kinds of needs.
And I think that's the emphasis, isn't it, Teresa, that these people want to be able to stay at home and they just need some help, right?
Exactly. It's the small things that seem to add up for them, and having somebody come in even once or twice a week is enough to allow them to remain in their homes.
And you mentioned respite care for providers. Can you elaborate on that and just kind of describe that more for our viewers?
Well, anybody who's had to take care of a loved one knows how hard it can be, and the days have more than 24 hours in it, I think, for these individuals. So what we can do is provide the assurance for the person that when they need to leave the house or to get away, to get a break, that we would provide a caregiver to come in and basically try to take their place. It's not that they'll be maybe quite as good as that caregiver, but they can assist the individual with their meals, their personal care, or anything that would need to be done the hours that the individual has to leave the home. One less worry on their mind when they're out shopping or trying to get the bills paid, that somebody is with their loved one and they are being cared for.
And just to take a break for their own for their own well-being.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
indeed.
Even a few hours means a lot to the individual.
No question. So what market areas does your company actually serve? You said you're located in Duncansville.
Yeah, we're located in Duncansville, and our particular franchise will cover both Blair and Cambria County. There are franchises in all the local counties also, depending on where you live.
And how long have you been in business?
I opened up in June of 2000, so it'll be 14 years this year in June.
And prior to that?
Prior to that, I had worked 6.5 years at Health South Rehab as a case manager, and 11.5 years at the local Office on Aging as a case manager.
So you've been involved in working with seniors and elder care issues for a long time.
Pretty much my whole courses in college were with the elderly, and then my whole business career has been with the elderly. I was basically taking care of my mother whenever I was working at the rehab hospital who was ill, and realized the need for maybe somebody to come in and check on her through the day when I was at work, or to give myself a break on the weekends.
So your personal story, it sounds like your personal story motivated you for even the services you're providing to similar people today.
Definitely, yes.
That's good. Do you have a typical client that you would support? I mean, for instance, you mentioned 18 or older.
Right, yeah, we ourselves are not licensed to take care of anybody under the age of 18, but we can take care of anybody over 18 to, some of our oldest clients have been 102, I think was the oldest one that we had taken care of. Probably I was surprised more than anything at the amount of 90-year-olds that there are in the area that still live on their own in their homes.
Which just might need a little bit of support
Right.
in certain areas. No, that's terrific. So because the needs seem to be growing in this area and many others across the country, you see a number of companies similar to Home Instead popping up or growing Can you tell us more about Home Instead and how your company might be distinguished from some of the others?
Well, Pennsylvania became licensed with home care companies about 3 years ago. So we all are on the same playing field, except that Home Instead, we try to take things above and beyond what the individual needs.
So as the population continues to increase in age and the services that you provide the needs for those services are increasing, there's a number of companies that are also developing to provide similar services. Can you tell our audience what Home Instead provides that might distinguish it from some of the other companies that are also available?
Well, Home Instead was one of the first companies in the area, so we do have a core group of caregivers that have been with us for a long time. Due to that, we're able to do a very quick response if somebody needs help. We are on call 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, so that we can be reached by phone in case of emergencies, as other companies may not be able to do that. Our caregivers are also bonded and insured. They're all employees, and we have a staff of 15 people overseeing the people that are going out into the field.
So you have 15 people just working in the
In the
office?
office, yes, office staff.
And then you have a lot of people that go out and actually work in the homes?
Yeah, that number tends to vary between 175 and 200 caregivers at a time.
Theresa, is there anything else that you would like to share with our audience about Home Instead?
Home Instead has been definitely a perfect match for me in my business venture. It's complemented by the fact that we do have the motto of "to us it's personal," and to complement that, I have a staff of people who really show that they care about the elderly and will do anything to go above and beyond so the person can remain in the home.
No, that's really important, obviously.
Definitely.
Well, thank you for sharing your personal story and how it applies to Home Instead, and what an important resource that it would be to our viewers. So thank you very much.
Thank you.